The first night I spent with her, she held me and the black spots went away. The black spots that taunt me when I try to sleep at night. The ones that tell me tonight's the night they're gonna break free of the mental prisons I've shoved them in and remind me of every bad thing that I've done. But she held me and the black spots went away. Floated away like released balloons. Went so far I couldn't see them. She held me and the black spots went away. We've all hit that fork in the road where we have the decisions to make, to go right or left. But what happens when we make the wrong decisions, like choosing the wrong friends or the wrong relationships? I once heard in an impromptu round that the definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That exact concept is displayed in each one of these pieces today, using poetry that I choose to only give you the authors for. Jared Allen, Tony Hoagland, Mason Lucas. My bad. Maybe that's what he's after. My father, when he arranged 10 years ago to be discovered in a mobile home with a woman named Roseanne, he interjected a recently divorced masseuse. He sat there, he said later, in his red imitation leather sofa with a whiskey in his hand, filling up with a joyful kind of dread, like a swamp filling up with night, while my mother banged on the door with a muddy pried up stone, then bashed the headlights of his car, drove home and locked herself inside. He paid the piper, was how he put it, 'cause he wanted to live but knew no other way than to behave like some blind and willful beast. One of those nights when no one's around, I'm a long way from where I need to be, where the only people around me have got something for me or need something from me. Spare a little change. Hey man, wanna buy a radio? Spare a cigarette. Hey, you looking? Oh yeah. You holding? What you got? What you need? Hey, fuck you, Brownie. Fuck you, you brown devil motherfucker. He's drunk and bigger than I am. Misquoting Farrakhan and gets no respect from me or the Nation of Islam, 'cause his malt liquor breath don't mix with his rhetoric. He's drunk and bigger than I am, and he just wants to fight. See, if I show any sign of disrespect, he'll make a move. If I show any sign, he'll make a move. But if I stand here, look him straight in the eye, I might just walk out here. He's drunk and bigger than I am. He just wants to fight. It could be with me or anybody. He doesn't care who I am, what I say, as long as he finds me in his way. The first night I spent with her, she held me, the black spots went away. She wasn't like the others that I had to roll away from in the dark when they felt the black spots burrowing underneath my skin. She wasn't like the others, and I loved her for it, and wanted nothing more than to be with her forever. See, she had scars on the inside of her forearms. She was an ambidextrous cutter back in her military prime. She had scars from when she wasn't good enough to die. See, she had scars all over. Little ones here and there, and I found them all with my fingers in my mouth. It took quite a while to get to them all. I was 15 the first time I was here. My friend Jimmy got locked down by his parents for saying the wrong thing in a psych eval. I had to piss. Asked a girl where the can was. First time here? Yeah. Benjamin's this way. I use it too. There are two kinds of chicks here. Pukers and cutters. Pukers use the women's room. Cutters use the men's room. Doesn't smell so bad. What's a cutter? She held up her arms and I didn't know what to say. She took my arms in her hands, turned them over, looked at my blank skin, back up at me, confused. Pills? I don't belong here, I'm just visiting. And she just stared at me, with those same color green eyes, the same as church basement walls. Threw my arms down and walked away. Oh. I'm a sucker for those girls with scars. Goodbye, cruel world scars. Scars so deep and raised that you could read like lines on pods. There's a cigarette burn in my memory where her name is supposed to be. If I had the chance to do it all over again, I would. I swear to God Almighty, if I hear that dumbass remark one more time, I'll stick my toe where the sun don't shine. I'll do it all over again. Shit, what kind of moron are you anyway? One that can't learn from your mistakes? It only takes a split second to identify an arm's length list of all the woulda, coulda, shouldas that damn near led to the grave. See, next time there ever is such a thing, I'd be more careful. I'll go to Vegas for my birthday instead of skydiving. I'll put a condom on before I dip my wick. And I will hold on to the railings when going down the stairs. I'll test the ice before walking on it. And I'll know he's not a nice doggy. And I will ask if he's an undercover cop. And I will check for an Adam's apple before I try and cop a feel. Just to name a few. And you? Yeah, you. See, if you were as honest as you said you were, you would admit that it wasn't as perfect as we remember. Because you see, the choices we often make in life often get in the way of who it was we could be. I slept and held her close to me. She had scars only I knew about in the dark. She had scars all over, little ones here and there, and some were too pale to see at night, but when I touched her lightly enough, I could find them. And then she pushed me out of her life. Slowly. Tenderly. As if we were dancing. She pushed me out of her life and I didn't even know what was happening, like the movements of hot lava. And yeah, and I may have black spots, but see, she had demons, and they helped her push me away. 'Cause when she was gone, the black spots returned. They said, "We will never leave you. Not like she did. We will hover in your dreams like rain clouds. But one day we will burst open and remind you of every bad thing that you've done." When she was gone, the black spots returned. And the only cover I had to pull over me was the blanket of lies.